This is your science period. We were doing the revision of chapter 11, Transportation in Animals and Plants. Today is the third part of the same. Till date, children, we studied about the circulatory system, the blood, its component, structure and function of the heart, location of the heart. We discussed about the heartbeat, pulse rate, and yesterday we started with the topic excretion. So children, we will continue with excretory system today. Besides carbon dioxide gas, the human beings, they produce several other kinds of waste which are mixed within our, and excretion is the process through which these waste products from the blood are removed from the body. The human excretory system is made up of kidney, ureter, urinary bladder, and urethra. So here you can see, children, on the screen that excretory system is divided up, either your excretory organs have been divided up into two. One part is the accessory excretory organs, where we have the lungs, we have skin, and we have the liver. On the other side, we have the main excretory organ, and that is the kidney. So children, we will be studying about the main excretory organ, and that is your main excretory system. As just now I said, excretory system in human beings consists of four parts. One is kidney, second one is ureter, third one is the urinary bladder, and the fourth one is the urethra. So we will be taking one by one all the four of them. Here you can see the figure of the same. Okay, it is also given in your book. Kidney. These are a pair of bean-shaped organs. They are reddish brown in color. They help in filtering the blood, and this is done by the blood capillaries which are present within the kidney. So a human being usually has two kidneys. These are located on the abdominal cavity. Each contains thousands of tiny tubules which work as a filter. So the blood is brought to both the kidneys through the arteries. As the blood flows through the kidney, the tiny tubules, they filter the blood and separate waste from it. The end product of this process is the urine. And here it contains the waste materials which is filtered out from the blood. The second part is your urethra, which are a pair of tube-like structures that connect the kidney to the urinary bladder. The third is the urinary bladder. It is a large elastic muscular bag-like organ that helps to store the liquid waste in the form of urine, but for some time. After the urinary bladder, it's your urethra, which is the fourth part. It is connected to the urinary bladder on one side and the other side through a small opening which helps out in passing the urine. Children, if somebody's kidney stops working due to any reason, that is maybe due to any disease or maybe due to any injury, then their waste starts accumulating within their blood. So such persons, they cannot survive for a longer period of time if their blood is not filtered. So this is done through an artificial kidney, and so such persons undergo the process of dialysis. Dialysis is an artificial procedure for the removal of the waste from the blood. It is done by using a machine. When the dialysis machine is attached to a person, the blood flows through this machine. The machine removes the blood, the waste from the blood, and returns the clean blood back into the body. Kidney can also be replaced by transplantation, but that is a costlier method and many precautions have to be taken for such means. So, this is the process of dialysis. Now, till date, whatever we were studying about the transportation of food, transportation of waste in start off with the transportation of the substances in the plants. So here we will start up with the first question: how water moves from the root to the leaves and to all the other parts of the plant. The transport system in the plant is called the vascular system. It is made up of two types of narrow tubes called the xylem and the phloem. And each of these tubes, they organize into the bundles which are called the vascular bundles and forms a continuous network in the entire plant. Within the leaf, these bundles appear as a vein. So here, the water is absorbed by the root hairs, then it moves towards the center of the root, which is collected in the xylem tube. The xylem transports the water to the leaf and to the other parts of the plant. The leaves use some water and makes it food, and the remaining water is released from the leaf through the process of transpiration with the help of stomata. So, what is xylem? It is a form of continuous network of channels that connects root to the leaf through the stem and the branches. The next vascular bundle is your phloem. The food which is prepared by the leaf has to be transported to all the parts of the plant from the leaf with the help of these tubes which are said to be phloem. As I said, the extra water is released by the process of transpiration with the help of stomata. So, what is transpiration? Transpiration is the process of losing of water in the form of vapor from the plant. In other words, if we say transpiration is the evaporation of water from the leaves through stomata which are present on the leaf. Almost 90% of the water that the root absorbs is always lost through the transpiration. The evaporation of the water from the leaves which generates a pull that sucks the water and dissolves the nutrients right up to the top of the plant. This upward movement of the sap is called the ascent of sap. So this is how the process of evaporation takes place by the process of transpiration. As I said, the plants, they take in carbon dioxide and they give out oxygen and water. The evaporation of water from the leaves is generated as a suction pull which can pull the water to a great height. Okay, and this is done by the ascent of sap, just now I told you. Transpiration also provides cooling to the plant. So this is another function of transpiration. So transpiration not only helps in reaching the water to the top of the plant, but also it provides coolness to the plant. Transportation of the food, that means the plant which makes the food by the process of photosynthesis. So the phloem cells, they transport the food which is made by the leaf to the stem, then to the branches, then to the flower, fruits and the roots, and this process is called as translocation. So these are some of the terms which were there in the chapter. Some few terms you will be studying in your higher classes. So for you, the home assignment, you will write down an answer for this question. Excretion is a process to eliminate the waste byproducts from the body, and you will justify this statement. So hope so that by way of revision, the chapter is much more clear to you. Hope so you don't in the chapter anymore. Thank you. Bye bye.